Right. This is a weekly review slash trade recap because I just didn't go over the trades that I took. I kind of like put them on the Instagram, but I didn't really actually post the trade recaps once I got stopped. But this is the trade recaps and the weekly overview. So I took this trade on Wednesday. If you were on my IG, you would have seen I'm just trying to test out my continuation model of just trending assets. So we see prices trending upwards. Obviously, we're expecting price to continue trending upwards. So we've got area of consolidation over here, and we've got a 5-minute bullish fair value gap here. Price had a small kind of liquidity sweep around here. Was looking for price to target here and retrace back up, and obviously then continue making newer highs, continuing the trend. Obviously, it's a continuation model, so that's what happens. But we had a major we had like a major liquidity grab here, which kind of inversed the fair value gap, which now looking at it doesn't make it valid, and it wasn't then a valid entry because price can then come down and make newer lows anywhere around here, which is exactly what it did. But so now looking at it, it's not valid. But we learn and we grow, and that's going to be taken into the next trade I test on the continuation model. So oh my days. So this one. Entry off of the 5-minute. Once it closed above, we had the retrace, swept the whole fair value gap. So we took entry after the rejection. Then price fell to make a new high, fell to close above, making a new high. And then we got stopped out, and then it made new lows, and then we basically reversed the TP. So obviously I was right in terms of my bias. Bias was right, but obviously entry was wrong and invalid. I shouldn't have entered from here. I should probably have entered from this 5-minute here, take an entry on something like this, because that wouldn't have been a valid entry. This would have been the valid entry, so I would have entered in with something like this. So pretty much the same trade, just from a different place. It's what it is. We move. Basically, we move. Well, I was just testing out a model, and the loss was pretty minor. I'll go over the losses after, but I'll just show the trades first. So this is this trade on gold, and that was on Wednesday. Then we have this trade on German 40. Fuck off. So weekly fair value gap. We're in trending markets. I'm expecting price to come push higher. I'm not going to show you what it looks like on a high time frame because half of you won't understand. So we took entry off of the weekly fair value gap. We had a 15-minute. We had an hourly close here, I think. Yeah, we had like an hourly close just outside this fair value gap. So I took entry within my entry requirements. So I was happy with the entry. Price then just pretty much just rifled through the stop loss, and we would have been carried on in the trade. But that's alright, because I was like, alright, it's just a loss, like who really gives a shit. We're gonna move. I was like, I'm gonna look for another re-entry because this is still valid. After I saw this, I was like, alright. After I saw this, I was like, alright, we're coming back down. So I set a limit, and we got tapped in, and so we're still running in this trade. Obviously market's closed, it's Good Friday, but I'm still in this trade. I'm running like just a bit more than 1%, I think. I need to check, but running just a bit more than 1%. Yeah, just entry of the weekly, pretty standard setup. Continuing bullish momentum. And I do see price coming up to TP1 because we've created newer highs here and we've rejected this area of interest. So I do expect the price to come to TP1, and I will be holding to up here. I'm going to be swinging this for a couple of days, I think. Hold this for full TP, or at least I'm going to take some nice partials or something at TP1. I'm going to set my stop loss to break even when it hits this point here. Or or I might hold. I don't know. I need to think about how I'm gonna start moving my stop losses now, because in the past I've been moving my stop losses, in my opinion, too early, and then I've been getting stopped at break even, and then price just moves to TP. A lot of the time my bias is correct. It's just like my entries and my stop losses that really kind of stop me from actually achieving my trades. But that, again, just we're still getting there, and I'm learning every time I take a trade. Obviously been trading for time, but like you literally learn like, every time I place a trade. I think I do learn like at least something every time I place it. And obviously you can say to yourself however many times that like, I'm not going to do this next time, I'm not going to do this next time, but like it's just human like psychology just to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So you just got to slowly get out of not doing it and telling yourself. And like for me, what helps is having like a checklist of stuff I want to see before a trade. So like I will have to see a certain candle close outside of my area of interest to even think about entering. Like if I don't even see that, then I'm like, okay, this isn't valid. I'm not going to enter at all. And it's all just about a discipline, like just having a discipline to say no to the trade. Like I used to, when I was trading for quite a while, I used to just not have any discipline saying no. Like if I saw what I thought was a good setup, regardless of whether I saw my entry requirements, I was like, oh, I'm going to enter this. This looks like a sick trade. And like that's just not the way you should be looking at it. Like now, I'm way more disciplined by the trades I take, and I won't overtrade. Like if I take a loss, normally like, I'm done for the day. Like if I take a loss, I'm always just done for the day. Like just get off charts, and I won't come back on charts until the next day. Or I might check on it, but like just to see what it's saying, not because I'm in a trade or I want to even look to get into a trade. So yeah, it's all just about having that discipline and following your rules. But now let's go over the weekly overview. So I took 3 trades this week. I entered this and I was like, let's get out of this because this wasn't valid. I took this trade and it wasn't valid, so I just got myself out, and obviously that's like break even. Just showed you this one. That's German 40, less than 1%, and that's 0.5%. So it means if you go on to here, I'm down almost 2%. I'm in 2% drawdown, which I don't give a shit about. I simply do not give a shit. Like I've got this psychology mindset now, especially on this account. Like it's a fucking 5k. Like it cost me 25 quid. Like if I lose 1%, or like I have 10% to lose, so it's like £2.50 a trade if you risk 1%. Like if you think about that, obviously that's not actually how it works, but like if you want to think about that, like it's nothing. Like losing a trade to me, I don't give a shit. Like I'm just learning. I don't give a shit. I know every time I take a loss, I'm learning something, and I don't mind paying £1 or £2 like to learn something that's gonna eventually benefit me. Like I don't really care. And like these accounts, like it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, blowing an account doesn't matter. The only thing that does matter is if you blow the account, you need to know what you did wrong and how you're going to change it the next time you have an account. Because if you keep going in these circles of blowing accounts and not changing what's going wrong, then you're literally never going to improve. You're just going to be stuck in a cycle, which people do. Like I know people that have blown like 20, like 15 accounts, like just literally for no reason, bar the fact that they just keep, every time they blow an account, they're just in the mindset of they've got to get another account and got to pass it. Like I remember the last time I blew an account was like months and months ago, and then I traded demo for months. Like, I must have traded demo for like a good 2 or 3 months after I blew that account, just to properly look back into it, figure out like what was going wrong, and I'm coming back and then came back to a new funded with a fresh mindset. Like I think that's the best approach to it, unless you know that the reason you failed is either like bullshit reasons, or you were unlucky, or you just need to try again. Like you followed every rule. Like sometimes the markets just don't go with you, and that's how it is. But this is the weekly overview. Down from 1%, and it is what it is. But we're still, win ratio is still absolute poo-poo, but we have got a nice average loss to average win factor, and a profit factor is good as well. So when I'm taking a loss, it's at 0.5%, but when I'm taking a win, I'm up almost 2.5%. So you've got I've got leeway in that, and obviously the higher my win ratio goes, and probably obviously my average win, the lower my average losses will go down, and obviously profit factors will go up. So it is what it is. But I'm still really confident about this account. I'm confident, and I don't give a shit about it. So I feel like that's quite a good like sort of nonchalant mindset to kind of have about it. Obviously, you care about the trades you take. Like I'm not just like taking like B plus setups. I'm only taking the best setups within my rules. But like, if I take a loss and I followed my rules and I don't care. Like I genuinely don't. I'll just get off charts and we go again the next day. Like, that is literally how it is, and I think that's how it should be for most people. And I'm really trying to just lock in with the mindset thing and just trying to kind of push myself to step out of my comfort zone and just do things that my body might not want to do, but my brain knows it's good. It's going to benefit me. And this is it. Like just following my rules, only taking good trades, and just not like being a dick on the charts. Like just not being a complete melt. Like you don't need to spend 24/7 on charts. Like you don't need to, especially with me. Like I'm on a high time frame. I'm working on the hour, on the 15 minute. I don't need to like scalp and constantly look at the 1 minute. Like I don't like, that's not for me. Like if you do that and you're profitable, like fair, it's like you got good attentive skills, but it's not even about the attentive skills for me. It's just about psychology. If I don't have to constantly sit at the charts, I can place my trade and walk away. I am way more secure psychology-wise because I haven't got so many more emotions, because I'm not constantly sat at the chart looking at what things could possibly happen. If I have one bias, I take one trade and then I leave it and I just check up on it. I'm not going to have like tens of biases like coming at me out left and right being like, oh, like this could go down, this could go up, or should I move my stop loss, or like should I take profits, should I take partials, I'm scared that I'm going to get stopped. Like all of this, like that just doesn't happen to me anymore because I moved to a higher time frame. I used to be on like a 5 minute or a 15 minute time frame, and that was just done fucking me up, like because I was just seeing so much, like so many possible entries, because the model that I work with is just you constantly see these entries. So the more common the entries are, in my head, the worse they actually were. They were. So like when I moved to a higher time frame, I was only seeing like one setup, two setups, and that way, like I knew that if price did this or if price did this, and I was going long or I was going short, there wasn't like if price does this and then does this and then does this, then I might go long. But if price does this and then this and then this, then I might go short. Like price can only do one or two things. So now I just know, and it helps a lot with my daily bias, my weekly bias, and just knowing where the market might want to go. On gold this week I was wrong. I did think gold was coming down. It made a huge leg up here, and I did think it was going to come down into the weekly equilibrium, which is what I did talk about on last week's weekly analysis, but it didn't. Price I did have quite a nice entry here, actually, to be fair. I didn't actually place a trade, but if you go on to my weekly analysis, you can see that I had a trade like this marked out, and it was actually playing out quite nice. And almost hit my TP, but price didn't want to make another low. Just wanted to price wanted to make another low. It didn't want to break structure, so that is what it is. But I didn't actually get into that trade, but like it was just kind of like a forward test. But price just wanted to carry on, and I think it's going to be pretty bullish going into next week as well. I'm questioning how price is going to open on Sunday night. If it opens on Sunday night, I don't know what will happen, because Monday is bank holiday in the UK, and I think most places. So I don't know what kind of volatility we're going to see, and where price will go, and if there's any news events. I'll just keep an eye on it, and if I need to move my stop to break even over the weekend, then I'll just do that. But if not, we're just going to hold this, and let's jump on a high time frame now. And we'll show you what's going on. I just want to take this past TP1 to here. We may see a rejection. I may get out of the trade here or hold it, and then we'll see what price is saying. But this is a big heavy zone of resistance, so we could be taking shorts on this if we don't break through. If we do break through, then I'm gonna long it back up to all-time highs again. But that's so far what's going on. I'm just gonna, like, even on the 4 hour, we still look pretty bullish, like creating new highs, new lows. rejection out of this 4-hour February gap. So I'm pretty confident that we're gonna move to at least TP1 next week, but we're gonna see where price goes and how it moves, and then I'll let everyone know what's going on from there. But yeah, another weekly overview. Kind of got a bit of, you got some trade recaps, you got a weekly overview, you got some psychology shit in there, you got a tiny bit of weekly analysis, just a bit of a general weekly video because I haven't posted that much this week. But yeah, that's it. This is going to go onto the YouTube and not the TikTok, and I'm just going to post like a TikTok video just being like, yo, come watch this video. Everyone come watch this video. It's sick. No, it's not sick. It's just me waffling to a camera. But yeah, that's it, guys. Cheers for that. And I'm about to go to the gym. So let's go.